And I'm going to kind of take you through step by step here.
Okay.
You will need your library card.
Oh, I don't have one.
That's okay. I'm going to show you kind of live, how to log in, how to use it, and then you can go get your library card. I've got one that I can use for this session.
Thank you.
Now you can sign up for it online. I'll actually go ahead and show you that real quick. So this is our website,
Yes.
.lib.tx.us. And you can just Google it too if you want.
Okay.
But just go here to how do I, and then get a library card.
Got it.
And you can apply for a new one. If you had one a few years ago, you can always renew it, but chances are it's been purged from the system.
Okay.
So you probably just want to go ahead and do a new card. Even if they do have you in the system, it's not going to really matter which one you do.
Okay.
So what they'll do is they'll send you your library card number by email. And then if you want a physical card, you'll need to go into the library to get one.
Got it.
If you don't want a physical card, you don't need to go in. Now for this particular database, you will need the barcode number that's on the back of the card. You'll also need your password, which of course you'll set up when you apply for the card. Just make sure you write it down and you have that available because you will need both.
Perfect. Thank you.
Some of my databases just require the barcode number, but this one requires both. So we'll go back to the main page. So to get to Lexis Digital Library, I find the easiest way, you can go to research and click on law library or databases, but I kind of find the easiest way to do it is just scroll down and hit law library.
Okay.
And then that'll take you to our branch page. Click on databases and digital resources, and then click right here. It's all in alphabetical order. Lexis Digital Library, just click on view resource. And of course you can get to this from home. You don't need to come into the library. So you'll enter your library card number here. Let's see if it'll let me type. It's not gonna let me type. There we go. And then you'll need your PIN. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
So once you signed in, it's actually really easy to use. If you've ever used Overdrive before, it's kind of an ebook service and audiobook service we have through the library.
Okay.
Harris County has it. Most of the library systems use that service. So it's the same platform. So you can do a couple different things right here off the bat. You can search right here at the top. You can search by topic. You can search by the title of the book, search by the author of the book, whatever you need to look for. Just to let you know, so the resources that are on this particular database or website are all my Matthew Bender resources that are done through LexisNexis, my James Publishing forms and books, and then anything by the American Bar Association.
Good deal.
There's roughly about 250 titles that I have access to through the digital library. One of the other things that you can do, you can actually just go right here to Browse Library. And so what I've done here is not only do you have recently added so you can see the most updated resources, but I've also broken things up by topic. And I've done this through the background of the website. And so I've got a whole collection here on criminal law. If you want to see them all, you just click on see all titles.
Okay.
See, there's 41. Family law, 14 titles. So all my family law resources. Lawyering skills, probate and estates,
Good deal.
employment and personal injury, civil litigation, and then I have all my titles. So as you can see here, I've got 215 unique titles. Now, some of those are going to be like Dorsanio's. It's a 26 volume set, so all 26 of those are included in the 215 titles.
Wow.
So the advantage of that is that you can check out it by volume at a time, so you don't have to check out the entire 26 volumes, one, because it's huge,
Mm-hmm.
but two, because you don't want to prevent somebody else from getting, volume 18,
Right.
we've got the whole thing checked out. So
Right.
speaking of checkouts, there's two limitations. One, you get the book for a week.
Okay.
It's automatically returned, to the account, so somebody else can have it. Now you get one renewal. Now we can always reset that if you need to have it for longer and nobody else wants it. So we can renew that, but you get one renewal guaranteed.
Okay.
And then, you can only check out 3 books at a time. So just be aware of that. Now, you can return it manually, and I'll show you how to do that. So if you return something manually and you're done with it, you can then check out another book. So
Okay.
just because the limit is 3, that means only 3 simultaneously.
Right.
That doesn't mean
Makes sense.
you have more than 3 for that month. So I'll go back to home. I just like doing Dorsanios because it's really well known, 26 volume set. So I'm just going to type in Dorsanio. So as you can see, it immediately pulls up the Texas Litigation Guide. You could also search it as Texas Litigation Guide if you wanted. You could just search civil litigation. So there's a lot of different ways to find the same source. I'm just going to click on volume 1. So when you open volume 1, let's say this is what you want. You can easily just click on table of contents for volume 1, and you can see what exactly is in volume 1. If you just wanted to browse it without checking it out, maybe you're not sure which volume it is that you need, you can do that. You can click on the other information here, description, details, the various subjects in this particular guide. You can also when you hit volumes here, you can jump from one volume to the other. Let's say you clicked on table of contents, you really, that's not what I need. Come down here to volumes, and you can jump to volume 2.
Got it.
That way you don't have to hit the back button and try to, go back to your search screen. It's Dorsanios and you want to go find it. So that makes things really easy for you. If you just want to take a brief look at it, you can just hit read here. And so it's going to open the volume. And it will tell you, if it's recently been updated, you'll get this little box that says you're opening a new release of the book. That way it's completely up to date. So you can do a couple different things from here. Obviously, you've got your options up here at the top. When you're ready to print portions of it, you just hit the print icon here. Now, this is not like downloading from Lexis Advanced. So if you're looking at the Texas Litigation Guide on Lexis Advanced, they would download in Word so that you can edit those forms and get them ready to go. From here, they just download in PDF and no conversion tool. So if you find something on here, really the easiest way to get the form and you want it editable is to call us. And then we can send it to you through Lexis Advanced so you have the Word document. So you can start editing it. So you don't have to try to convert it yourself.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is a direct copy of the book. It makes it really easy here to change pages. Just click on the right-hand side here, and you can just keep clicking, and it will keep, changing pages just like you would, flipping pages just like you would in a book.
Okay.
Oop. I clicked on a link there. If you click on some of these green links, it's going to take you directly to Lexis Advanced. Now, of course, if you're at home, you won't be able to get access to it. As you saw there, it opened up the sign-in screen. Now, if you do have Lexis Advanced, it does, they work interchangeably. So then, like, let's say you want to read the code that's been cited, or maybe it cites another book, you'll be able to get access to that. So let me keep going here. Let me get to the table of contents. You can hit this little arrow button down here. I think, oh, here we go. This is the easiest way to do it. Just click on table of contents. So now you have over here on the right-hand side, you have your table of contents. And I'm going to click on volume 1, table of contents, and now I'm already there.
Got it.
It's got all the blue highlighted links. So anything that's blue highlighted means it's within that particular volume that you have access to. Like I said, if it's a green highlighted link, it's Lexis Advanced. So if you have both, you'd be able to use them interchangeably, or you're here in the law library, you'd be able to do that. But I'm just going to kind of click on through here. I'm just going to go to chapter 1A here. I've kind of looked through it. I've decided this is what I want. I want to go to contents of a petition. Click on that, and then there you go. You're right there. You're right in the chapter that you need. Let's say you're reading through it and you decide that you want to highlight something for future use. Just kind of click up here like you would highlight, you know, if you had the print book in front of you and it was yours. You can just hold the left mouse button down after you click on highlight up here. And of course you can change the color of it too if you want. But click on the little marker here and then highlight what you need. Hit done. And it's now highlighted for you, and it will stay there until you return the book. Now, if you recheck it out later, I think it holds on to that highlight for, you know, a certain amount of time.
Okay.
I don't know when the system kind of purges that kind of data, but it'll at least stay there for as long as you have the book checked out. So if you have it checked out for a week or you renew it for another week, that highlight will stay there.
Okay.
So I've kind of highlighted it here. You can also add your own annotations. So this is the annotation for this particular topic. You can, let's see. I thought that I could add my own annotation. It's been a while since they updated this and they did some couple different things. Anyway, you can see the annotation. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, so what they've done here is it's your annotations that you've highlighted. So let's say highlighted multiple things throughout that chapter. If you just hit annotations, you can see them all listed here. So like, I'll just show you an example. Let's say I came in here and I really wanted to highlight 1A.04. I'm going to highlight this section, hit done. Now I'm going to go to my annotation, and there you go. You can see both of your highlights.
Got it. Super useful.
You can easily jump back to it, you know, on the next day or the next time you look at it. The other thing you can do here, you can hit your settings. If you need the print larger or smaller, you can do that. You can change the brightness if you want it, you know, a little bit darker or really dark. I don't know why you would ever do it that dark, but, you know, some people might. You can change the readability options. As you notice, I just clicked on that and it kind of optimizes it for your screen. Although, as you can see there, it does mess up the highlights there. You can change the kind of the format or the font here. Change it to a paperback. They do have the dyslexia option there. You can also customize it so you can change the font to what you'd like it, you know, whether you want it left justified or left aligned or justified, just to kind of make it a little easier for you to read.
Lots of options.
Yeah, and I think when you change those options, they kind of remain permanent on your login. So you don't have to change it multiple times.
Okay.
Now, I think it is per book. So, you know, like let's say you checked out chapter 1, you made those changes, you returned it, you come back later, you check it out again months later, it should be the same. But if you clicked on like a different book, I think you have to change it again, but only once, you know, per book.
Okay.
So over here, you can add your own bookmarks if you want. Let's see. The top icon at the top of the page, where did they move that to? Oh, I've got it. It kind of squished my screen here. There we go. Okay. So you can bookmark certain pages. There it is. There's my bookmark. You click on it. You just click anywhere in the white space. It used to be an actual icon that they would have. They don't seem to have that now. Oops. Sorry. Hit close.
No worries.
Okay, let's get back into the book. The other thing you can do from this page, as you can see, it took me right back to where I was. From this page, you can search within it. So if you want to find something within this volume, I'm looking for the form, petition form. Let's see what it gives me. There we go. Partners liability, Texas antitrust law, warranties. I'm just going to click on real estate contracts. As you can see, though, it does search the word or the word.
Okay.
But just because I put form, it's not going to find you the form for that particular section.
Okay.
But as you can see, it highlights it in a different. So normally it might come in yellow, but because you've been highlighting in yellow,
It picked another color.
There for you.
Okay.
Let me get to form here just to show you what those look like. And get to my form section. Thought I saw it here. 1A. Is there no forms in that one? It's interesting what sometimes what they make forms for legal background. Yeah, they don't even have forms for that section. Let's see. Let me see if I can close this. Let's see, chapter 1. Do they have any forms here? Nope. Well, anyway, if you had a form, and I'll just kind of show you just as an example, if you click on print, print OK to print the current section, hit OK. And then your print screen will pop up here, and then you can print it to the printer. And it will look exactly like this. So if you're trying to print a form, it'll look exactly like it did in the book. But of course, it would be non-editable.
Got it.
Be aware of that. Okay. All right. So let's see here. We need to, oh, by the way, you can search from here. And you can, from this page, you can search the entire set or just the volume.
Okay.
When you open the book, it only searches that one volume.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Next thing here, on the left-hand side, you can click on My Books just so you can see all the things that you've checked out or previously checked out. It does keep a record of all the things that you have checked out. It keeps a record of what you've downloaded as well, so you can get back to it later.
Useful.
Let's say you put something on a flash drive, but you don't have the flash drive with you, then you can still get access to what you've downloaded. You can also click on My Annotation, so any of the books that you've made annotations in previously, you can go back and see those. Like I said, I don't know how long they keep those, even after you've returned the book, but they should at least still be there for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
And then you can kind of set my tags. These are kind of tags if you want to, I've never used these, as you can see. I don't know how helpful those are, but those are there as well. And then you have some exported My Annotations. Let's see. How do we do that? Yeah, copy it. You can copy and add to export queue. What does this do? Huh. Interesting. Not quite sure why I'm exporting it. I don't know how that's different from copying, but let's see. Oh, okay. I made a note. This one I made a note. I put up follow up later, so you can make notes in there.
Good deal.
And then you can hit read. Now for this one, it looks like I do have to check it out. Again, borrow for 7 days. You get it for a week. You hit borrow. And then now that's going to go to your borrow account. I think Dorsanios allows you to read it like that because there's multiple checkouts for that particular volume, whereas the James Publishing book is only one person at a time.
I would imagine that there are certain volumes that are more popular than others.
Yes. Yes. And when you look at, I get a statistics report and you can kind of see which books get checked out the most. So anyway, I can go back to my books. Now you can see I've got the one borrow. I can click on borrow here. As you can see, I do have the option of, downloading, cancel the download. You can download the entire book to your computer and then read it. Now, when it does get returned, it just you don't get access to it anymore.
Makes sense.
On the little clock here, you can see when it's supposed to be returned. You borrow this title. So like, let's say you want to return it early, just hit return.
There's that manual return you were talking about.
Yeah, and now you can return it, and now you can go check out. Let's say you had 3 books checked out. Now you can go check out
Got it.
another. Okay. And that pretty much is the rundown of Lexis Digital Library. It's pretty intuitive.
It is.
On to use. Do you have any questions?
I don't. So what I'll do is I'll go get a library card and start playing around in
Perfect.
this. Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate
You're welcome. And but I did notice this. If you do click on my account up here, you can see your maximum titles is 3. Your current titles you have checked out, whether you have 1, 2, or 3 or none. You have 3 titles remaining. You can set your downloading settings here. So all that's right here. Once you log in, you just click on my account.
Okay.
See what you've got checked out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Bye for now.